With the opening up of the construction and food sectors, there's been more movement in the population, which comes with it an additional risk of more COVID-19 cases popping up. Epidemiologist Dr. Avery Hinds says there began a decrease of cases from May to June, but that rate of decrease from June into July was beginning to slow and eventually reach a plateau. But in the last few weeks, and with the opening up of various parts of the economy, he notes that positive cases have again begun to rise.
We've seen slowly increasing numbers or cumulative numbers between over the last 3 weeks, 1% increase, 5% increase. The last week, between last week and the week before, there was an 8% increase.
Dr. Hinds adds that the increase in cases is a cause for concern and is urging people to limit their movement.
We don't want to be preemptive and say that people are moving around too much too soon, because movement is necessary. However, we do want to encourage every individual to make wise choices about how they move, about where they move, about what they do when they move.
The Ministry's Manager of Geographic Information Systems, Roshan Siram Singh, says there continues to be a continuous downward trend of cases in communities, despite fluctuations in areas such as Caroni, Nariva Mearo and County Victoria. However, he notes that this data was taken from June 27th to July 10th.
So in this particular map, we see that there was only one community which we could identify which recorded over 40 cases, whereas before we were looking at several communities recording over 50 cases.
And with this country taking all precautions to reduce the Delta variant from entering, Dr. Hinds says public transport must take their own precautions to avoid contamination in their vehicles.
We're seeing where public transport, they're proceeding along the road with the AC on and the windows closed. The only AC that we need right now is air circulation. The windows need to be open.
And even if that variant reaches this country, Dr. Hinds says mask wearing and vaccinations will be critical to stopping or limiting the spread of that highly transmissible variant. Sunil Lalla, TTT News.